So I currently work for Paraflare and I am the Chief Trust Officer. Formerly was the Director of Digital Forensics and Incident Response, so the consulting team there. Well, it's really difficult to call a typical day in incident response because we wake up and we never know what's going to happen. And generally it's Friday at 3 p.m. that we'll get a call from someone who needs our assistance. We will try and determine what are the best next steps, how they need to act, and what they need to do. So a typical day for us could be anything from doing some research on pet projects or threat intel, or it could be we're actually hand-holding our customers on how to respond to an incident that they're currently experiencing. So the best part of my day tends to be when we can help the customer to alleviate some of their stress and their pain of what they're going through. Sometimes this is the first time they've ever been through an incident and they can be really, really anxious and stressed. So being able to encourage that things are going to be okay can be a really, really great feeling. The worst part is when you can't get through to customers that it's going to be great. You get some good, some bad, but definitely the feeling of helping people and creating a sense of things are going to work out fine is the best part of the job. The how and why I ended up in security is a funny story. I actually landed the job purely because I knew some people. So I didn't have any idea what information security was when I got my first role, which was in around 2001. I knew somebody who worked in the industry and I did a fire twirling group with them. So she asked me if I wanted to go for an interview. So I said, sure, why not? What's PKI? So I went and did the interview, got the job, and then just stayed in the industry. I've been lucky to work through different roles as I go. So there is a lot of different areas within the industry. So some technical, some not so technical. It's a really vast field. I use Twitter, which might seem a little strange, but there are a lot of Twitter feeds which are really, really helpful. So I'll spend a fair few hours a week on Twitter. Also, the US CERT as well. They put out a lot of really good bulletins, but you get those on Twitter as well. There's a really great cybersecurity community on Twitter that share a lot of information. So depending on which realm you're interested in, blue team, red team, purple teaming, threat intel, all of it, there is a lot of information on Twitter. So for someone entering into the industry, I would say just do it. Don't hold back. Don't think that you don't have the required skills. There are many different jobs within the industry that you can be technical, you don't need to be technical. You will have skills that you've learnt either at school, in your life. If you've been a part of a sporting group, those kind of things bring leadership skills. They bring skills to a position within any kind of industry, but you can definitely bring yourself to cybersecurity without any previous experience. So just give it a try when you're going out there looking for jobs. Don't be set back by people looking for 5 years experience and 5 different certs. Not everyone is out for that. So I have a lot of role models that have helped me over the years. Many of them, the female role models that I have now, are probably people that I've either met recently or didn't realize they were role models in my life until probably quite recently as I've grown up with them throughout my cybersecurity career. So people like Jackie Kono, Janan, Etty, Jackie Lustow, who's the CEO, founder, executive director of the Australian Women in Security Network. I have multiple male role models as well who have helped me throughout the industry throughout the last 20 years.